It's one thing to be innately brave. It's another to be someone who has to actively overcome so much to transcend her innate sort of goody two-shoes persona. It just, so if she can exist in that world and inspire people just by being who she is, then awesome.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yes, of course.
Love the boys. Absolutely love the boys. But I'd love to know what you feel that you're excited to explore with Starlight now that she's not going to be kind of having to live a double life.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny because I think that one would rightfully assume that because she's not living a double life, then that's going to feel liberating to a degree where she gains a lot of clarity, right, in terms of her own identity. But I think more often than not, and this is where we have to all manage our expectations, just that, and maintain humility, because it's a human condition to think once this is resolved, everything else will be. But I think the alleviation of that just brings forward perhaps things she was escaping to begin with, right? Mm-hmm. So once one thing is put away, another thing comes forward potentially. And I think that part of the reason why I enjoy working on our show and this character is because it really is in black and white, and it really is very complicated. And so it's exploring the complicated gray dark sides of our own psyches, because I know that when I was younger and I watched shows do that, it made me feel a little less lonely, you know? So, I think it would be that. I think it would be the unexpected aspect of that, of the outcome of no longer living that double life.
Well, going off of that too, where do you think she fits in with the boys? You think her and Butcher are going to kind of vie for the leadership role?
Listen, I think first of all, I think for her, it's not about leadership, actually. That I do believe. I think it's about taking whatever position she's in, assessing it, and really trying to make sure that she's in a position where she can impart the most change or make the biggest impact. So I think that the leadership component comes into play more so because, Butcher's trying to be the leader. Homelander is trying to be the leader, right? Those are the ones that are trying to be the leaders. I don't think she's trying to beat any of those leaders arbitrarily to be the leader. I think she is trying to assess who the rightful leader is, because that person has a trickle-down effect. Mm-hmm. So I think whether it would be her or someone else or Kimiko, I don't think it matters as long as she feels that it's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a pretty integral part of her role, is that arbitrary leadership is not only not productive but harmful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And off of that, would you pop into Gen V and kind of inspire the youngins?
Listen, I find it's so wild to hear that concept of inspiring the youngins, because, but then again, this, the fun thing about playing Starlight is that she inspires me, right? That is not me. These writers have written a character that has, in my mind, it's one thing to be innately brave. It's another to be someone who has to actively overcome so much to transcend her innate sort of goody two-shoes persona. It just, so if she can exist in that world and inspire people just by being who she is, then awesome. Because she's done that for me.
Yeah.
She's done that for me. So we'll see. I mean, it's a very elaborate world. The opportunities are endless, and I have no idea personally. Mm-hmm. But I also know that it's a world where it's just so many different pathways. Who knows? Honestly, you never know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Would love that.
Yes.
But maybe if I'm not in that world, I know that it'll be for good reason. They're very intentional with their choices. So I'm game. I'm game for whatever they decide.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time and congratulations.